Terry McMillan. One's out there. And Richie Crampton.
And here is our competition ladder for Top Fuel presented by Lucas Oil. We see that first pair on the racetrack. That is going to be Terry McMillan and Richie Crampton, the 89 qualifiers. We see Mike Salinas and Scott Palmer on that left-hand side of the ladder. Tony over on the right side. Brock and Milliken. Going to be a big one. Interesting matchup, like you alluded to, for this reason. For Terry McMillan, he wants back into that top 10. He's not racing the field right now. He's going to single out Richie Crampton.
I go with Terry McMillan. Terry McMillan.
Right now, it's Richie Crampton that is standing in his way. He's going to make it personal. We had two U.S. Nationals winners side by side on the starting line. We have Terry McMillan that would make a big stride for himself in the points trying to catch Richie Crampton. This would be a big swing, if you will. Both guys, bubble contenders to make the countdown this year. Both guys desperately needing a great start here in Thunder Valley. Tremendous starting line advantage for McMillan, and with multiple cylinders out, Terry McMillan grabs a much-needed round victory, 4.05 seconds, 291 miles an hour, and he was tiptoeing his way to the center line, Tony.
Well, we're all going to take another look at this because Terry McMillan crosses the finish line, but take a look as he pulls ahead, gets close to the center line. Now, you can hit the white line. Once you go over that at that stage, he's disqualified. But for Richie Crampton, unfortunately, best seat in the house for him, watching Terry McMillan with probably 6 cylinders. He wasn't firing on all 8, but, of course, that may have helped him get down that racetrack.
This is one of the most interesting drag strips in the country for a multitude of reasons. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the broadcast booth above Bristol Dragway. My name is Brian Lones. Of course, as always, joined by Tony Pendragon, the 2-time NHRA Nitro Funny Car World Champion. Tony, not just because of the setting, because of the surface. It's going to be a chess game for our crew chiefs today.
Well, and everyone knows, or rather all the tuners know, that the forecast was warmer today. It's not going to be a factor in this first round. What will be a factor is going to be the increased humidity.
As Austin Brock heats the rear tires of his dragster, let's take a look at our K&N Filters key storylines for this Sunday in Bristol, Tennessee. 3 big ones here. Steve Torrance coming in with a 5-race win streak, leading
Robert Height. Doug Coletta.
Robert Height, no slouch himself, 4 victories already this year.
Steve Torrance.
And how about Doug Coletta, 50th #1 qualifier at his 500th Top Fuel race?
And how ironic is that it's 500 races in, and he is the #1 qualifier, making him the favorite today.
Your car, your data, your choice. Your car, your data, your choice.
About who understands how to repair your car and what the future of auto repair will be. Clay Milliken, interesting.
That's your car.
The 4th qualifying session. Will that play a factor in this first round?
I don't think that's a bad move. This team has a tendency to want to conserve parts. They don't have the deepest pockets, and they ran good under similar conditions. The only
Austin
is
Proc.
going to be how he can compensate for the increase, not necessarily in temperature, but I talked about those water grains. That's the moisture.
Clay Milliken.
Clay Milliken, very slow to stage his race car.
I love that race car.
Milliken pedaling his way to a winding round win down the racetrack. Clay Milliken, 4.331.
I like his race car. That's cool.
And it seems very soon that we're moving into this, Tony, that this is going to be a driver-centric drag race.
I like the sportsmanship on the racetrack, but this is exactly what we talked about during the qualifying show. When we get into competition, when the tuners see a hotter forecast, a warmer track, the sun directly, it's a 12 o'clock start, not 11 o'clock, so there is a little more temperature. And when you talk about experience, when those tires break loose, it's always going to go to the favor of Clay Milliken because he has been down this road so many times, unlike the rookie Austin Proc.
So the NHRA Safety Safari takes a peek in the back of Clay Milliken's dragster. We take a peek in slow motion as Clay Milliken pedals his way to a victory. Round 1's underway at Thunder Valley. Stick with us.
When you need a break from a hard day's work, grab an ice-cold Mellow Yellow. Made with a refreshing blend of lemon, lime, and orange flavors, Mellow Yellow is is the smooth original citrus that drives you. Work hard, swig easy, mellow yellow. 200 miles per hour, a terrifying speed, and until now, an unbroken barrier for pro stock motorcycles. But that barrier has been shattered. Hector Arana Jr. is the first NHRA pro stock rider to surpass 200 miles per hour, performing under the most punishing track conditions. Lucas Oil protects his bike and keeps it running strong and cool. Lucas Oil products deliver unmatched performance and protection, no matter what you drive. Lucas Oil, it works.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time.
It's commercials, you guys. Don't want to see commercials.
Thank you.
Think ahead. Think advance. Get free battery testing and save $5 instantly on any Autocraft Gold battery at Advance Auto Parts.
Last year, the internet told IHOP to stick to pancakes. Well, here they are. Pancakes with all-natural Black Angus beef. Isn't that right, Mr. Pancake? It's a pancake!
But that's a...
Try one starting at $6.99. IHOP.
Geico has over 75 years of savings and service.
Oh,
So, doggy.
He made it. It's amazing.
Geico.
is that Travis's app? It's pretty cool, isn't it?
There's two of them. They're multiplying.
Geico has over 75
Guys, it's me.
savings and
See? No, I'm real. I'm real.
He thinks he's real.
Geico. Over 75 years of savings and service. Discover a new wave of refreshment. Crafted using our unique brew pure process. White Claw Hard Seltzer. Nothing tastes quite like it.
Steve Torrence is on another march toward history. After becoming the first driver to sweep the six-race NHRA Countdown to the Championship in 2018, Steve Torrence is gunning for 6 in a row. Again.
375 to a 376, and Steve Torrence wins it. Steve Torrence is now 5 races along in an incredible streak.
With a win in Bristol, Tennessee, one more record will be in reach. Tony Schumacher's unmatched 7-race win streak.
Tony Schumacher is now the winningest driver in the history of Top Fuel Dragster.
The march continues for Steve Torrence. Next, in Top Fuel.
That march for Steve Torrence is into a valley. And as every warrior knows,
Steve
Torrence
Torrance.
has all of the very dangerous precedents of the high ground around you. Some of that high ground is owned by Doug Coletta, the #1 qualifier of the Top Fuel
Doug Coletta.
in his 500th career race. Another strong contender is Leah Pritchett, and she is with Amanda Busey.
With 8 races left on the regular season, Leah Pritchett enters into Bristol 7th in the points. And Leah, you were very happy with your qualifying effort here this weekend. How important is a turnaround here as you position yourself for the countdown?
Oh, it's extremely crucial. I mean, we came into this race with an entire different outlook. You know, all the pressure of sponsors and pressure of points and all that. And we're like, man, we just need to get back to having fun, knowing racing, how we know how to do it. And, you know, the results are showing right now. We can't wait for the results to show on race day, which is most important. And it's Father's Day, you know, would love to give that gift. But it's not even about the race win. Like, seriously, we're like, man, like, first round win, like, let's do that and let's keep that going. So we had a great start to the week with the team out on the lake. We have great partners that are behind us, and we've got great numbers behind us in the hot rod, so can't wait to show it.
We'll find out if Leah can continue and do what she wants to do a little bit later on here this morning as we look at how the first round has begun to shape up, with Clay Milligan pedaling his way to a victory and Terry McMillan with about 6 cylinders firing, legging his way to the finish line. Tony, we've already seen that mentality change between qualifying and eliminations day, where when you get into the ring here on Sunday, the pedal stays down. It does not matter if the holes are out or the thick smoke of the tires.
Well, based on what we've seen on the track already, there's already a lot of movement with the cars that are on the pad. They're making adjustments. They're looking at what the cars in front of them have done, and they're going to try to adjust. And more than likely, they're trying to slow the clutch application down.
Mike Salinas with Alan Johnson. As we see Alan Johnson there, he is the brains of this operation in terms of the tune-up. Brian Houston is in charge of executing Alan Johnson's wishes. And what did we see Alan Johnson and this team do? After taking a week off at Topeka, they came in here
Both burnouts.
During one of the best sessions we had. 380 and 382. So the consistency of this car has been the hallmark of it this weekend, but it has been consistently quick as well. Yeah, one of the other tough decisions that the tuners are presented with is you can see Mike Salinas making those adjustments and following the instruction of the person guiding him back, wanting to make sure that car is directly where the tuner wants it to be. But you can't pull back a lot with Scott Palmer. That's the problematic when you have
Nitro.
like that in the first round, because some opponents allow you to get a little conservative. You know the track's a little hotter. You're well aware of the bumps that are on the surface. That's a tough call against this opponent here. For Scott Palmer, it was a change.
Scott Palmer.
He was 0-3 in round one during the first 3 events. Smoked the tires every time. The next 7 events, he changed his strategy. Has been on a winning side of first round matchups. He had a 100% success rate, if you will, going down the racetrack. His only problem is that 383 average.
Mike Salinas, Scott Palmer.
It's going to be over for Scott Palmer. Flames up to the finish line, and Mike Salinas knew very late parachute for Scott Palmer down there, but it will be Mike Salinas, 3.800 seconds, 322 miles per hour. Palmer, a 390 with a cylinder misfiring at 319 miles an hour, and this is what Mike Salinas and Alan Johnson have shown us being capable of do. Alan Johnson is going to give you a good car. He's going to know how to race it on a day like this. He's not going to be too concerned with what those cars directly in front of him. This is a tuner with a lot of confidence in his car. That's Scott Palmer. They're having to drive these cars around more than they typically would because of those bumps. There's tunnels that go onto this track. It does create a couple of bumps, some whoop-de-doos that the tuners are well aware of. They have to work around it. And for the drivers, it just gives them, it keeps them a lot busier in the car because when the car does what the driver wants it to, it'll go nice and straight. But when you're applying power and running over these bumps, it's going to have a tendency to wander all over the place. Amanda Beeser caught up with Terry McMillan at the top end.
Brian, you said it's going to be a driver-centric race.
Terry McMillan.
To open up eliminations. What's it like knowing when the car's getting out of control?
You know, it was shaking the whole way, and I wouldn't lift. It wasn't so fast shake that I couldn't recover it. I was hoping that it would, but it just stayed with that shake for a long time. Got me close to the center line a little bit. We brought it back on in, and hey, man, we got a Father's Day win. But most importantly, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there that have done a great job raising their children, man. The world appreciates you. Thank you.
Great words there by Terry McMillan as Cameron Ferret and Doug Coletta roll towards the water box. The number 1 and 16 qualifiers.
Doug Coletta.
For Doug Coletta, the 50th number 1 qualifying position at his 500th career race. And Tony, it's not just longevity.
End it right here.